Greetings, Professor Victor Mbarika here, founder and president of the ICT University, as well as the ICT University Foundation, which are two separate entities. In a recent interview that I provided to a TV station, I spoke in a manner that did not reflect the dignity or restraint expected of me, especially as a scholar and a leader that many young people look up to. I regret that my words spoken in a moment of personal strain. Many of you may not be aware, but just a few hours ago, I just buried my grandmother, the last of my grandparents that was alive. And the things I said, the way I said some of those things, she would not have been proud of me with the kind of upbringing and the Christianity I inherited from her. I regret these words. What I did conveyed frustrations rather than the spirit of respect and collaboration that I hold so dear. I have nothing but great admiration for the University of Buea, a university that I highly value. I did not have the privilege to study there. To be honest with you, and some of you may be shocked, I did not even have the points to qualify to go to University of Buea. Thank goodness that my parents had the financial means for me to study in other parts of the world, especially in the United States, where I did much of my education. But I have a lot of respect for University of Buea. You may not be aware of this also. I helped to launch several of the computer science programs at the University of Buea. I helped launch the PhD program in journalism and mass communication at the University of Buea. I granted several scholarships through Fulbright to University of Buea faculty and doctoral students who came and studied under my mentorship in the United States. So it's a university I have nothing but a lot of respect. And it's a university that remains the place to be. I also carry a lot of respect for Professor Horace Ngomo Manga, the Vice Chancellor of this great institution. To him goes my first apology. I am sorry for some of the words I used. My comments should never have cast doubt on any respect I have for you in any way. No human being I know in this world is perfect, not me. I also owe an apology to the Ministry of Higher Education in the great country of Cameroon, Professor Jacques Famendongo. I feel like I've disappointed him because on many occasions when I've visited him one-on-one, Professor Jacques Famendongo has used these words: Victor, you are my son, and you have my blessings. I don't think as a son I represented him well in that interview. For that, I apologize. Once again, my comments should never be taken to cast doubt on any respect I have for my seniors, my authorities in the nation of Cameroon. Many of you know I've granted a lot of interviews. You've watched my interviews in BBC, Associated Press, of course, many stations in Cameroon, Nigeria, and so on. And this is the first time, and I challenge anyone, go and check on YouTube. You have never seen me out of character like that. Once again, Professor Horace, Professor Jacques Famendongo, I apologize to the two of you. And I equally apologize to the entire administration of the University of Buea. I equally owe an apology to my students, my colleagues, especially my administrators at ICT University. I know I have put them in a very difficult situation. This includes the Vice Chancellor, Professor Emmanuel Tonier, the Vice President, Professor Awono Onana, the Vice President, Professor Folusho Ayene, the Deans, the department heads. I also owe an apology to our Honorary Vice Chancellor, Professor Jean-Emmanuel Ponzi. I have not named all my administrators, but they understand what I mean. Sorry for putting you through this difficult situation. I'm sorry to my students because what I portrayed is not what we teach you at ICTU in your leadership and development course, which every student, regardless of major, if you are doing computer science or software engineering, you must go through our leadership course. You must go through our entrepreneurship course and develop a business. This is not the type of attitude. I know most of you, when you graduate, you own your businesses, and some of you go on to work for other businesses and for government. This is not the type of attitude you should have, even in the toughest times you may face. I owe you better. Leadership is not measured by emotion, but by composure and integrity. I take full responsibility for my lapse and the lessons it brings. I have learned from this experience and would definitely do it differently. The mission of ICT University remains unchanged: to educate, to innovate, and especially to serve with humility and excellence. This God-given vision of ICT University that has done great things all over the world, including in countries like India, where the current Prime Minister, His Excellency Modi, while he was governor, I worked with him closely to develop India's leading digital literacy program, where ICT University, in collaboration with the government of India and private partners, developed one of the most robust digital literacy projects in India, and we were training over 100,000 students in India every year. I feel like some of you, my partners, have failed you, but the university mission remains unchanged. Our e-agriculture program that has been launched, thanks to the support of the vision of the head of state, His Excellency Prof, to improve agriculture and entrepreneurship in Cameroon, will get to provide jobs or businesses to 10,000 youths in the next 5 to 10 years. Just like we have succeeded in our other projects, we will succeed in this. Our project to build Africa's leading telemedicine teaching hospital in the northwest region and the southwest regions of Cameroon remains unchanged. Those institutions will be the citadel of excellence in medical practices using ICTs, just like we are working on agriculture using artificial intelligence and robotics. Our mission remains unchanged. Once again, I apologize to all I've mentioned. I apologize to my fans and followers on social media. I've heard some of you, many of you have made different statements, but the Victor you saw is not the true Victor you know. Thank you for your kind attention to this. May God bless the ICT University. May God bless the great nation of Cameroon. And may God bless Africa. Thank you.